Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Alphabir Chaudhary. I'm from Bangladesh. Today I'm going to talk about a film called Sonic the Hedgehog. It is a 2020 film directed by Jeff Fowler and written by Pat Casey and Josh Miller. This film it was released in February 14, 2020. I know I'm a little late, but I wanted to review it because I had some thoughts about it because I'm a pretty big Sonic fan and I'm actually a fan of the character. So I was pretty high for that movie from the very beginning. Some of the first trailers had Sonic design that was, let's just say, not very good. But then, yeah, after the fan backlash and from a lot of people, the look of Sonic was changed, and then it was delayed to February. It was originally supposed to be released in November 2019. So yeah, I think I can give a plot synopsis, some sorts. Just 1 minute. So the film is about an extraterrestrial blue hedgehog named Sonic. Of course, the film begins when he was a child, and he used to play around in an area called Green Hill from inspired from the games. He yeah, a long owl by the name of Longclaw took care of him, and that was took care of him and but some Echidna tribe people managed to attack them because they wanted Sonic's super speed, his superpower. But Longclaw managed to save him, and they had teleporting rings that they used to teleport from one planet to another planet. So Longclaw decided that Sonic should be safe in Earth, because so he gave him a bag. She gave him a bag of rings, and then made him go to planet Earth. And Longclaw was there trying to defend Sonic from those Echidna tribes, and Sonic hadn't and wasn't able to meet them for almost 12 years, and he was alone on planet Earth. So the film then goes back to a character named yeah, Wachowski, something like that. So a local sheriff by the name of Tom Wachowski lives in an area that is similar to Green Hill Zone, and that is called Green Hills. There, yeah, he's kind of a pet detective, kind of pet detective. He saves animals, do some regular stuff, but he of course gets bored of the normal life and wants to move to San Francisco. That is the story, and then Sonic lives nearby, and he tries to live his life as fun as live out his life as fun as possible. So Sonic stays close to Tom's house, and he lives in a cave. Because of the 12 years that he was alone, and he built a little kind of little home for himself, and there he lives by himself, and he always trots around, fun with the townspeople. All of the townspeople call him the Blue Devil, and Tom also heard of it, but yeah, he tries to avoid it as like a rumor. So one night, Sonic, because while seeing a couple of kids playing baseball, he at night he went to play their baseball all alone. After playing a match of baseball by himself, he realizes that he is all alone, and because he was depressed, he ran across the whole field, and a huge electromagnetic pulse surged through the whole town, and then out to the whole country, which is why a lot of people began to get aware, especially the government, who hires evil kind of an evil scientist and a more math scientist, you can say, a math scientist by the name of Dr. Ivor Robotnik. Robotnik is a hyperactive person. He has a plan to try to capture Sonic and also take control of his powers. While Sonic, because he has created an awareness of everyone around him, tries to escape, but because of Tom Wachowski, he as a result loses all of his rings by a portal, and yeah, the film goes on an adventure, becomes an adventure story with Tom, how he and how he and Sonic now has to have to go to San Francisco, form a kind of friendship, and gather the rings that Sonic has lost, which will help him go to another planet because he's not safe in Earth anymore. And Dr. Robotnik, of course, tries to capture him by a lot of things, yeah, by his inventions and gadgets. He also, okay, and a little spoiler, but he manages to get one of the Sonic squills, and he also gets one of those gets the super speed of Sonic. So let's talk about pros and then cons. So this film, let's talk about cons first. This film's story is a little cliched. If you've seen this kind of animal, animal and live action hybrid films, CGI hybrid like Alvin and the Chipmunks, or Hop, or that kind of movies, you will see some similarities. The story is kind of similar, and you can always predict where the story will go. I wish it focused on Sonic's homeworld a little bit. We get 5 minutes of it with the Echidna tribes, so I'm hoping that in the sequel they would get Knuckles. He was a big part in the games, and yeah, I wish it focused more of it, but it had a lower budget, so I guess for the first movie, they wanted to play it safe, and that leads to another thing. The story is very simple. There's nothing very twisty about it. There are some parts that kind of surprise me, but that's more to do with Sonic himself. There are some his character in this movie is a little different than how he's handled in the games. They added some stuff with loneliness that is very different, that wasn't explored in any of the games. That was pretty cool. And so these are some of my negatives. Let's talk about the pros. The film is pretty well directed and well shot. It is the first directorial debut of Jeff Fowler. I think his directorial debut is really good. He also won. He also won an Oscar, like an Academy Award for a short film, Go for Broke. And one of the best things about it is it has a very good script. Yeah, even though the story is simple, it has a very good script. The dialogue is really good. Some of the jokes aren't as good, and there's a lot of product placement. But I think it's kind of forgiving because the film had a kind of a rough schedule time because of the redesign, like stuff like that. Jim Carrey as Robotnik is also really good. Jim Carrey, I haven't seen Jim Carrey in a long time, so it was very refreshing to see him in the spotlight, kind of a spotlight for once, and his acting is really good. I think he captured Robotnik's attitude very well, and also the characterization of Sonic. I think they nailed Sonic's personality very well. And like I said, they added some bit to his backstory that is not in the games. I think that is one of the few things that actually surprised me, and made me interested where they will take the story next. The end credits shows some things that made me really excited, and I hope that they can continue on. I heard that there was also going to be Supersonic and the Chaos Emeralds in the sequel, so I'm very excited for that. I think the film is even though it's simple, I think it's very well done. So yeah, I hope you like this review. I wanted to get, let's see, should I give it a rating? If I give it a rating, I think 8.5 is really good. I think that is a really good mark for this movie. But still, I think it's a really good video game movie. I also watch a lot of video game movies. I haven't, believe it or not, I haven't watched Detective Pikachu. I heard that it's also really good. I'm not that much of a Pokemon fan. I'm more of a Beyblade kind of guy. So yeah, I will watch it. Don't worry. And there will be more reviews soon. And thank you for checking out my channel. I hope you find this review kind of good. I know it's kind of late, but during this quarantine, what can I do? So hope you stay safe and subscribe.